Hi there. Welcome to the Megapod. This podcast was recorded at the Trident Network's first birthday party. It features hosts from several of our podcasts here at the Trident Network. The show is live and mostly uncut, and as I mentioned, was recorded at an actual birthday party. So there's a little bit of noise from the celebrants who were not a part of the Megapod. But either way, it's a great time, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, baby.
Mine's not hot.
Yes. Live from everywhere in the country.
Yes. Woo! We are live.
We did it.
Mm-hmm. Woo! Megapod.
We did it.
Ooh.
It's like
Okay.
Power Rangers.
Should we go through our intros?
Yeah.
Devin,
Yeah.
do it.
And by intro you mean introduce who I am,
Yeah,
or
but
just
also
introduce something in general?
Introduce. First of all, I want you to open the way you open your podcast every time. And then,
My God, okay.
And then I want you to tell us about what your podcast is called and like what it is about.
Okay. I am currently on a little bit of a hiatus, so let's see if I can remember this. Oh my God. Hi, my name is Devin, and you're listening to Disney Adult podcast where Chicago comedians review Disney films from the perspective of adults, which is also just what my podcast is about. And I am Devin, the host of that podcast.
Woo!
That was good.
Woo!
Ooh, now, can I popcorn it to somebody else?
Yeah,
Popcorn.
Oh my God. I'm going to send it to Laura.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew you were going to pick it. I could feel it. All right. My partner isn't here, so I'm going to pretend to be her and make fun of her. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pop Culture Period Piece Podcast. I'm Laura. And I'm Julie. And we talk
Brutal on Julie.
and we're going to talk about a pop culture period piece and kind of talk and whatever conversations happen after that. And that's also what our podcast is about. Julie's in New Orleans and she's gonna be like, Laura, I'm gonna popcorn it to Matt.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I think Felicia should do Felicia always does the intro for ours.
Okay.
So I'm going to kick it to Felicia.
Okay, thanks for hitting that play button. And then
That's
I
it. That's the
paused.
intro. I will say, I like that we're on the same page because I, separately from this, was texting her and I said, you have to say thanks for hitting that play button. At the exact same time, I got a text from her saying, I'll say thanks for hitting that play button. Page about who of us.
Fate. It's fate.
We knew it.
Teamwork.
Yes, but we're the co-hosts of Unlearning, a podcast dedicated to trying to become a better person. And
Welcome back to Unlearning, a podcast where we talk about things that we had to unlearn in our adult life to be better human beings.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
I read it.
Oh, you get some prompter there.
Uh-oh, wait.
Oh, and
the
then we have to
audio's
kick-
not working.
Also,
no.
we never do this. We never
Wait.
say our name, and I'm Felicia McLeod.
Oh,
We're having audio.
audio. Wait for it.
Oh, dang it.
Devastating.
Oh man, nobody still knows Felicia's name. Unbelievable.
The streak, man. The streak.
Every podcast we forget, you know?
Every time.
One day.
Okay.
They're like, I really love Felicia's podcast, but who is the host?
Oh, no. Okay.
I'll
The
be
Zoom
back.
was muted. I am so sorry. That's my fault.
From the top, eh?
I am so sorry.
It's okay.
That's
Oh,
okay.
no worries. Things
now we
happen
know
every day to
what
people.
to do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devon's will be
It's an
better.
easy
This
thing.
was like, it was a dry run. That's all. You know?
I swear to God, I will kill you. I will strangle you in your sleep.
No, Devin, no, they can hear us
I
now.
Swear to... All right, should we start with introductions?
Yes, I'm so sorry, guys.
Hey, things happen. This is the least of the world's worries right now. My name is Devin, and I host a podcast called Disney Adult, where if I were hosting that podcast, I would say, oh my God, hi. Welcome back to Disney Adult, the podcast where Chicago comedians review and watch Disney adults Disney movies from the perspective of adults.
Crushed it.
And that's a little bit of what I do on the Trident Network. I'm going to kick it over to Laura to tell us a little bit about her podcast.
So we start ours off by going, hi, listeners. I'm Laura. Hi, listeners. Welcome to Pop Culture Period Piece Podcast. I'm Laura. And I'm Julie. And today we're going to talk about a pop culture period piece. So we, on the podcast, we pick a pop culture period piece based on the theme, whether it's one we grew up in like the 90s watching or modern day, and then whatever that conversation happens to go, that's where it goes. And I'm going to pass it to Felicia. Sorry, Matt.
We're a team.
We're a team.
It to both of us.
Thanks for hitting that play button. I'm Felicia McLeod.
And I'm Matt Sadler.
And together we host Unlearning, a podcast that is about things that you had to unlearn in your adult life to grow to be a better person.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and we needed a rehearsal to get that right. So we did.
It takes 15 minutes just to do the things to hit that play button. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our first time doing a live recording. So at many points, I'm going to be like, let's just do that over. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So now we pass it to someone else. Let's pass it to Trent.
Oh, okay. Nia, you can join me for this one.
Okay. Hello.
I'm Trent Dozier. She's Nia D'Amelio, and we host the Tournament Podcast, a podcast where we put assorted pop culture things into tournament brackets, and then you, the listener, votes all week, and then we reveal a winner. Right, Nia?
Yes. This week's episode, in fact, is the reveal of which big screen Batman is the best big screen Batman. And I think it's been out long enough that I can spoil it.
Oh.
That our voters voted for Christian Bale. He won.
What?
Wow.
Wow. See, democracy at work.
Justin.
Justin, I feel like we either talked privately or said on the podcast, I was like, we love Justin, but he always hates everything we put in the bracket. I feel like you always
No, wait a second.
I hate these choices.
I just hate the way the voters vote.
I know.
The seating,
Isn't that always the case?
Always the case.
You know what? The seating is the seating, and you do what you want. But the cream always rises unless the voters be voting for Christian Bale.
Hey.
Yeah.
Again,
Generation Z, I
never
tell
our
you what.
decision. You know that.
Generation Z doesn't
Joe
even know
Biden
who
of
Christian Bale
Batmans.
is.
That's true.
It's not their fault.
Trent, who would you like to pass it to yourself?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll pass it to myself. Oh, what's up? This is I Love Improv with Trent Dozier, the host of I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. I'm Trent Dozier, joined always by my technical support on this podcast, Val Agnew. What's up, Val?
What's up?
I Love Improv is a podcast where every 2 weeks I improvise with an improviser that I love, and then we talk about improv or stuff in general. Devin actually was just on the podcast, and we talked mostly about pierogies. It was a delicious time. It was a delicious time. Oh, I see the Pittsburghers. They know. But speaking of Val, I'm going to throw it to Val and Al.
Hey, Val.
Hey, Al.
Welcome to D-Commentary.
Thank you. Welcome to you, and welcome to all of our listeners. Today, we're doing a megapod.
Wow, that was good.
That was really
That
good.
was really
I thought
good.
it was like recorded.
I was like,
That was
ooh,
unrehearsed. We're professional.
that was so good.
Perfect Herald.
Thank you.
Been waiting my whole life to see one.
On D-Commentaries, Val and I are rewatching all of the Disney Channel original movies in order. We started with Under Wraps in the 90s, and we just recorded our Luck of the Irish
Huge.
episode, which is coming out this
Classic.
month,
Classic.
which is
Huge.
very exciting
Huge.
because Val, why is that episode exciting?
Because it's the first holiday themed episode that is actually coming out around the holiday that it is about.
Go listen to
Bingo,
our
baby.
Christmas episode that came out in January.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Well, we have only one popcorn kernel left, and that is Justin.
Oh man, this is the role of a lifetime, playing 3 parts in one. There's usually some dumb bit. Haha, we all laugh. The music plays. Hey, what's up? Hello. This is the Good Game Podcast, a podcast for rookies, veterans, and everyone in between. I'm Justin Swinson here with my co-host, Tori. What's up? Then Tori will be like, yo, what's up, fam? And then I'll be like, Ryan, how you doing? He'll be like, I am ready to do a podcast.
So some real personalities on the pod.
So we are a sports-based podcast where we try and make it easy for people who aren't necessarily fans. We try and bridge that gap where, sometimes you're watching something and don't get it. We want you to get it because sports can be fun. Sports can be cool. Sports can change the world.
Wow.
I just came up with that, guys. That's
That was
clutch.
beautiful.
That's clutch. I'm going to end on that. Thank you. Thank you all.
Wow.
I'm out of here.
I can vouch for that because Tori, one of Justin's co-hosts, and I took Felicia to a professional women's soccer game.
First one.
And I think you had fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a blast.
In
So-
WSL.
That's
I
right.
think you had
Red
fun.
Star.
Yeah,
was
Red
like,
Stars.
For
Red
her.
Stars.
Okay, well, let's just dive right into what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to bring in a segment that is either directly pulled from or inspired by a segment that is done on each of our podcasts. So you can get a little taste of what we do on our shows, and also we can all enjoy each other's segments that we don't normally get to enjoy. So let's start with I Love Improv. So on I Love Improv, Trent always starts the episode by telling the person that he's about to improvise with everything that he loves about them as an improviser. So Trent and I are going to tag team on this one, but we're going to tell each of you what we love about your shows.
Whoa.
So
I might cry.
Val, why don't you start?
yes, I will start. I will start with pop culture period piece because I'm going to try and make Laura cry. Okay, so I love the authentic.
It's not hard.
I love the authenticity that is a huge part of pop culture period piece. It is just 2 people who know a lot about history and a lot about like specific things in pop culture. Like I love the conversations about costuming and like basically you all lean into the things that you know the most about. And that's exactly what makes a great podcast. And you clearly have a lot of chemistry with each other, which also obviously makes a great podcast. And so, yeah, I just love, and you remind me of properties that I have forgotten about, like Ever After, which was such a formative movie in my youth. So yeah, those are some of the things that I love about Pop Culture Period Piece podcast.
I'm gonna text Julie right now.
All right, Trent.
Val, a podcast that I love is Decommentaries with Val and Al. The thing I love most about the show is, and this can't be taught, I love Val and Al. The chemistry that you 2 have between each other is clearly you guys have a great friendship, and there are insidery things into the friendship, but also you guys aren't so like exclusive that listeners can't, feel like I feel like I'm a part of Val and Al and Trent, Val, Al, Tal. That's
you
us.
are.
And as far as Decommentaries itself, the content of the podcast, I love the way that you guys format it. I always love Al's games, something to look forward to maybe a little later on this. And I love that oftentimes I don't even rewatch the decom before I listen to the episode, because I'm like, I don't care. I just want to hear my friends do a little chit chat. So I love it. It's great. Even if you've never seen a DCOM, you should listen to Val and Al. And if you have seen a DCOM, you definitely should listen to Val and Al.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Trent.
Trent.
Okay. I'm going to do Good Game next.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
So, what I love about Good Game is that it is sincerely a podcast that someone who does not know a lot about sports can enjoy and listen to, which is the entire purpose. So, if you're going to do a podcast that is for people who do not necessarily know a lot about sports, where you're talking about sports, you need to be accessible, and they are. And they have fun together, and they find fun ways to break things down and make things make sense. Like, I've never in my life cared about the NFL draft. And then I listened to their NFL draft episode and was like, oh, this is really interesting. Like, I actually care about who these people are and why this is such a big deal to some people. And that is literally the point. So, way to go. Way to go.
Oh, I will take 100% of the credit because the other hosts aren't here.
Too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad.
Val, you know what I love about the podcast Disney Adult?
What, Trent?
Oh my God.
Everything. I love everything about it.
Oh my God.
The host, Devin Henderson, is one sassy MFer. And I honestly, the way Devin hosts a podcast, and this is also wild because Devin was the most recent guest on I Love Improv, so I was recently giving him compliments. But the way that Devin hosts the podcast is great. Devin actually, now that I'm thinking about it, has a lot of the same qualities that Val and Al have. Every week there are different guests on his podcast, but it always feels like you're in the room having the argument or discussion about whatever movie they're watching every week. And it's just like, even if you haven't rewatched those movies recently or have never seen them, it's so easy to jump in and just listen for the fun and the conversation. And Devin, you create such a fun, silly, happy environment that makes it worth it. And then also you got to stick around every episode to find out who the hot dads are in the movie of the week.
Hell yeah, baby.
So many hot dads.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's great. Devin's great. Disney Adult is great.
Heck yeah.
I agree 100%.
All right. I'm going to do Unlearning next. Unlearning was our very first podcast ever on the Trident Network. I almost said the tournament podcast. And Unlearning is a really brave podcast. That's what I love about it, because they are unafraid to talk about really heavy topics. And because of the nature of Matt and Felicia, and also the people who they have on as guests, it's always approached from this beautiful combination of like taking it seriously and being earnest about it, but also like laughing about it, and this lightness that makes it more accessible and digestible and approachable, which I think when you're talking about really deep topics, that's so important, and just makes the podcast both fun to listen to, but also like really, really helpful, like really truly helpful, which I think is the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've helped me, and thank you for that.
Thank you.
And then I've got one more. The Tournament Podcast. Also one of our first podcasts on the Trident Network. And the Tournament Podcast is the perfect formula for a podcast. It is truly like engaging, like it's just like I couldn't have come up with a better way to get people so amped every single episode than the way you two do that. And that's really a testament to your creativity, and the topics that you pick are obviously very intentionally topical, which is so smart. You're basically just really smart podcasters. And because of that, you have a really catchy podcast, and that's really, really cool. So
Thanks,
Val.
And I think that this is a good time to transition to, hold on, please. I have a list of the order of our segments.
Check the list. Check.
Oh, okay, yes. So I would like to shift to Unlearning's segment of How's Your Journey?
Ooh.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah. Because we're
all gonna talk about our journeys.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Within podcasting?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you see my brain absolutely turned off and I was like, this is what Matt has to deal with constantly.
I'll vamp for you. Yeah. It's constantly just one of us zones out and the other person talks. That's how the show works.
That's teamwork.
But yeah, so on our show, we talk about, as Val pointed out, sometimes it's very difficult stuff. Today, a little lighter, we'll talk about podcasting. And so the show is always about like, what have you had to unlearn? Through childhood and society, you learn a lot of things, and sometimes those things turn out to be wrong or misguided. So were there any things you thought you knew about podcasting going in that along the way in the last year you were like, oh, wow, that was not true? And I guess also for Val, was there anything about creating a comedy network that you were just like, yeah, this will be easy, and then you unlearned?
Thanks, Matt. I will dive right into that one and give everyone a chance to talk or to think about what they're going to say. Yes, I honestly thought, and this was so naive of me, I thought if I build it, they will come. I thought if I get all these amazing, talented folks and help them put their things out into the world, people will just find us by some magic, and they will watch and listen to our work, and it will just grow kind of organically. And that has happened in some cases, and to some degree in general. But the biggest struggle that I thought I knew would be a challenge, but I don't think I fully understood how challenging it would be, was just getting the word out. And in particular with Twitch, because we are using Twitch in a way that most people don't, or is a newer way that a lot of people have started using Twitch, but is still really new. We are also having to kind of teach people who use this platform for gaming mostly, and watch gaming mostly, how to consume our stuff, which is totally different. We're essentially running a theater in the ether, like in the clouds, right? And that's a really cool thing. And I love that we are kind of breaking new ground in a lot of ways. But because of that, we also have that added challenge of people being like, I don't understand where to go to watch this. I don't understand what I am watching. I don't understand how to interact with this content. Like, there's just so many extra uphill challenges and questions that I sort of took for granted going into this. And I'm happy to answer them as many times as I need to get more people to enjoy this stuff, because you all and everyone at the network are making amazing, amazing stuff. And all I want is for more people to watch and listen to it.
Well said.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Just gonna say,
it's only been a year, Val. It's only been a year. We're still going up.
I know.
We're going up.
I know.
I'll jump in.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know if this is learning or I've had to unlearn. I thought doing a podcast would just be like, you record it and then you put it up. I'm so stupid. I'm the dumbest person I've ever met. I didn't realize that doing a movie review podcast would require me to watch a 2-hour movie on a weekly basis, then record for an hour and a half, then edit it, and then post it, and then market it. So like, what I have unlearned is like how simple I thought this whole process would be. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like much more strategic about planning and when when this stuff is going to go out. Like, and you know me, I'll do 30 podcasts in a month. I'm out of control. So, yes. I mean, I had to unlearn how easy I thought doing a podcast would be.
That's a good one.
I actually kind of, to stick to that same point, I feel like the main thing for me in terms of trying to do something that for the majority of like your life you've known and you've had like a relatively high level of reference for is like one, kind of realizing sometimes you do have to slow down and kind of break things down a little bit and make it easier. If you're saying you're trying to make it easier and accessible for people, you have to realize that maybe you're not always easy and accessible. And two, with that also being said, like sometimes your targets have to be different in terms of topics. Where like I may think the sports I think are cool, but they're not every single sport. I mean, hey, if listeners wanted to do something on the Cricket World Cup, I'd be like, well, if that's what the people want, I shall learn and I shall help bridge this gap. And that's like a challenge that in a way is like, I think it's hard, I guess, for not to shade sports fans, but they think they know it all. They really do. And sometimes you just got to be like, oh, darn, I was wrong. I was wrong about that. So that's been a fun experience.
I think I can speak to our podcast just about the fans, as you say. I think I've actually had to like, I was really worried, and Trent can attest to this. I was like, I love our idea. I love the idea of letting the people vote, but what if nobody votes? And I can proudly say that has never happened. And like, like we've always had somebody vote. And I think what I had to unlearn was like, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, because the people who do listen to our podcast are insane. Like they're so dedicated, and like it's not a million people, but it feels like it, because like they have so much heart and so many opinions that they share like daily, because we post our poll daily. So like it's been really like, I don't know, learning how to, because our show is like so fan interactive, like I just had no clue what that would be like. And so any expectation that I had, I've had to, you know, rethink for the better. I think I love the Attorneys Up pod. They know that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're actually just under 1 million votes per day.
Yeah.
So
No, we're not. No.
Only up from here.
You know?
That'd be great. Also, in terms of our podcast specifically, I have had to also unlearn not just our, you know, faith in the audience, but our faith in faith is maybe the wrong word, but I'll just say the faith in ourselves to like have the poll. You know, if you listen from season 1 to season 2, you know, we've changed things a little bit around. We just kind of made it an impossible task for the two of us to stay on top of like all the votes and then updating the bracket for the next day. But, you know, all these times and just, you know, stepping back, kind of, Devin, what you were saying, just like, oh, this is way harder and involves way more. Like we can't just record stuff, put it out. That's it. You know, you got to understand that not that simple. It's not that simple, but it is very rewarding.
Laura, do you have
I'll
any?
speak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We had to like, so Julie and I have been friends for a long time. We also worked together at a pretty highly stressful job, and we had to kind of like unlearn and relearn our friendship in a way, like, and like how we talk to each other, because we started going like, oh, should we wait and talk about it on the podcast? Should we say it now? Should we like vent about work beforehand so that doesn't go into our recording? And having really honest conversations of some days we were like, yeah, let's record. And some days it's like, I can't today because it will not be a good show. And so having like working on that relationship from friendship to kind of like business partner has been very interesting. And like, I couldn't pick a better person to do it with. She's listening. No, she's great. So yeah, so that'd be something we were unlearning and relearning.
Nice.
My answer is everything everyone else just said.
Well done.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's a good one. Oh no, that's a good. Oh no, oh what? No. So like literally, I've had to do every single thing you guys said is how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. I had to, for us in our show, I had to unlearn trying to do everything myself. because I'm the type of person who, like in a group project, I will just do it all just to get it done. And there are things that Al is way better at than I am. And also I just physically cannot do everything. And so getting better about like asking Al to cover things. Like, for example, we were going to initially alternate who came up with the game. And I was just really overwhelmed with editing and all the other things that I was doing. And I just asked her, is it okay if you just come up with the game every week? And of course she said yes, because she's great. And it's and we found this really good balance, but it took me having to understand that I cannot do everything, and it's okay to lean on someone who is extremely capable and very talented.
Yeah, I think those first couple episodes, you just kind of learn how to work together.
Yeah.
And you're still learning how each other communicates in this platform, because you are friends and you do live together, you know, like all of these things, and you're communicating in this different way, where it takes those first couple episodes. And then now that we're a year in, you've kind of got that flow down where those like little mix-ups that you obviously don't hear on the podcast aren't even in there anymore, because the flow is just now so comfortable. So I guess unlearning that, like those like first few steps of, well, how does this work? And then finding your rhythm and finding the format of what works, and going through, this is the opening, and then we're going to do the synopsis and the people in the cast, and then we're going to go through, you know, so you kind of figure all of that out together, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Devin, you don't have anyone to do it with.
I will say though, on that note though, like I used to, when we first started, I really felt like I would watch these movies and I would take notes, and I would sort of like, I don't want to say plan bits, but I kind of wanted to know what I thought was interesting, so that there would be no dead air. Like I didn't trust myself that, because it's very different to like do a podcast, especially virtually in the pandemic, and you're not in the room with people sometimes. So like, I was so nervous of like I was so nervous of my guests not having something to fall back on, that I would try to over prepare. And then out of fatigue and just like exhaustion, you get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, I can trust myself that like, we'll find something to talk about. And also like not being so strict with what I think the podcast, like some of our episodes, we barely talk about the movie. Like we kind of get it. And then we're like, yeah, let's talk about like, pork belly tacos or something, like whatever else we're discussing in the moment, and you give yourself the freedom to just react to it.
Matt and Felicia, I'm curious.
Oh, we have to answer too.
Well, I mean,
that's something we have to unlearn. Yeah.
I was like, thank God I don't have to go.
I really think it's a lot of what all of you were saying. Editing is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
It really is.
Say it again.
Yeah. And it's just like
it's a grind.
And the idea of editing something and then completely ruining the sound and being like, now I have to re-record is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever had to. No, it's not the most. I remember that. That was so sad. So I think it's just editing, and also just how I was like, we just get on here, we talk, and then I post it, right, Matt?
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's not how it goes. Yeah.
No. Re-recording an episode of a podcast is like one of the levels of hell. It is awful.
You know what?
That is the worst.
Because there's things that you hit in the first episode, and you're like, we really nailed it. And then you're like, now I have to try and set it up, and it never comes naturally. So you're just like,
I just want to share this one horror story because I'll never forget it as long as I live. It is a part of me now forever. The first episode of Good Game we ever recorded, we all had our audio hookups and everything we thought was fine. I go back and I get all the audio. I have my headphones in. I've got my mic separate. I sound fine. Tori's got her headphones on. She's got her mic separate. She's in a closet. Everything is fine. I hate to put Ryan on like this.
Drag him.
Ryan's been great since though. We worked through it. This is part of it. I go and check Ryan's. He has his mic plugged in. He didn't have his headphones. So literally his entire audio is him talking. And then through his feed, you hear me and Tori talking. So I had to go back and try and clip me and Tori out of every part of Ryan's audio.
Yeah.
And
That
honestly,
is
I
awful.
almost retired right there on the spot. Because man, oh
That
man.
is so bad. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, but we got through it. But oh Lord, even now I'm just like, how did we fix this where it even sounds remotely audible? Because we didn't even go back and re-record it. We were like, we really like this episode. And I was just like,
Okay.
This is gonna suck.
If you say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the episode that we had to re-record, and we had this guy Michael Gomez on. He's like
So
one of the
good.
funniest.
He's great.
Yes, and I'm just like the entire time as we were re-recording, I'm like, what did I say to get that really
Yeah, I
funny
couldn't even be in the
reaction from him?
moment.
Yeah.
Right. And
No.
yes. And of course, the answer is like he's always funny. Just ask him anything, and it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that ties back into what Devin was saying about like trying to pre-plan or script a conversation when it's just a conversation. You really can't do that, especially if you're like, we already had this conversation. Let's just redo the exact conversation.
Yeah.
I love these horror stories. Justin, would it be okay if I co-opted 2-minute warning and turned it into 2-minute horror stories?
Oh my God. I was gonna say I had a brand new thing, but I did. You know,
well then let's do that.
You sure?
that.
I mean, I feel like the horror stories may be better than my thing.
Well,
I'm
let's
not
hear
gonna
what
lie.
it is, and then we'll.
So
let's
here
decide
was
together.
the idea. I know. I feel like now the pressure's on it, right? So the idea behind this is that in sports, everybody's always talking about, well, this person's the GOAT. Well, this person's the GOAT. Well, that's the GOAT. This is the GOAT. The idea behind this segment is, all I want to know is, what is the GOAT for you right now? It could be one little moment in sports. It could be one little moment in your life. It could be one little moment that happened to your mom and she texted you about it. This is the greatest of all time this week.
This week?
Okay.
This week.
I love that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. Let's do
And
this.
I will give you guys some time to, think about it. I'll
So
fill
my
time.
calendar.
The thing because I was going to pitch this as, since we're a year in, I would say the greatest thing of all time, if I have to make it sports just a little bit. Giannis Antetokounmpo plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. That's basketball. He's real tall. He's real good. They call him the Greek Freak. It's one of the best nicknames in sports history. He probably had the greatest year of his life in 2021. He won the NBA championship. He became an MVP once again. And honestly, Earth just was fine with all of it. We let him do anything. He was like in line at Chick-fil-A and people were running up saying, hey. He's like at the Harry Styles concert, dancing, having a good time, vibing out. Like, it's, to me, the thing that's really cool about stuff like that is you get this guy who like literally just started playing basketball at 17 years old, comes to America to try and make something happen. He literally just knew you could dip Oreos in milk last year. He was having a post-game interview. He was like, I didn't know that was a thing you could do. My
This
kids
guy's out here just eating Oreos dry.
he was out here just
Dry
eating
mouth all time.
dry mouth, telling his son this is the way to eat Oreos. Then one day he's like, no, in the milk, Dad. And he's like, wait, what?
And his son showed him.
Oh my God.
Oy,
He's
oy,
just,
oy.
he may be the nicest person on earth. Sports for sure, bar none. But just on earth, I don't know if there's a nicer or better guy.
I love that.
Yeah. So he's the GOAT of this week for me.
Love that. I have
Okay.
one. Oh, Devin's got one.
Oh.
Go for it.
I do have one, and we did talk about this a little bit before we came on, but I'm going to use them again.
Yeah.
The GOAT for me this week is the 2000s Charlie's Angels and the sequel Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Hey, let's
I
go.
have watched them both back to back every single night for a week. They never get old. They're out of control, bonkers. The physics in them makes no sense. It was right after Matrix came out and they did wire work, and then everybody in Hollywood was like, we'll do wire work in our action figure. So like these supermodels jump and fly 30 feet in the air, like flipping over chain link fences. Everybody you've ever known in your life is in these movies. And they are the greatest of all time. Like no movie compares.
Devin,
nothing.
Aren't those directed by former music video director Mick G?
And it is palpable. It is every scene is like, this is a TRL.
Yes.
Like it's unbelievable. They're in different wig. I love wigs, I think, because of this movie.
Yeah.
They're in a different wig and like
Every
some
time.
weird, like if they're at a racetrack, they're not just at a racetrack, they're in like Evel Knievel bodysuits with separate. It's beautiful. It's a cinematic masterpiece.
When my kids ask what were the 2000s, I will just pull out those DVDs.
It's so good.
It's the only bad thing about it is like apparently Bill Murray and Lucy Liu got beef. They did not get along. They did not get along.
He has beef with everybody.
Bill Murray's not great.
Yeah.
I hate to ruin that for y'all.
And they can cut him out of that movie. He's the weakest link.
That's true.
Wow.
That's huge.
Just put Bernie Mac in them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put Bernie Mac's parts from the sequel and try to match them up as best as you possibly can in the first one.
We'll be fine.
I can. We got holograms.
All right, I've got a sports one.
Ooh.
The Soccer Federation, the American Soccer Federation, finally agreed to pay women the same amount that they pay.
Let's get it.
And this was a years-long fight with many setbacks where the Federation really didn't have to agree. Like they didn't have to do this like from a legal standpoint, but they finally realized they probably should. And so they did. And this is pretty remarkable given that soccer is globally the most popular sport in the world and that the American women soccer players are objectively better than the men and have been for a decade at least, if not 3.
Rankings don't lie.
The GOAT is all the women who kept the fight alive in women's soccer.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Mine is.
Oh yeah, go Laura.
Oh, okay. Mine is not that monumentous, but Fridays right now are really amazing for me because episodes of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel drop and episodes of Love Is Blind drop.
Yes.
So Friday mornings are the GOAT at the current moment.
Hey.
I love that.
I like it.
Yes.
Okay. Just quickly, the greatest of all time ever is obviously the Beach Boys. If you've ever listened to our podcast, I talk about the Beach Boys all the time.
I was wondering if you were gonna get a mention.
They're my favorite, but I won't pick them as my moment of the week. The GOAT of this week, though, is I'm recording an album, as I mentioned in the live earlier, and my producer is Chase Lilly, who I'm sure some of you know. And thank you, Trent, for your support. We recorded a song yesterday, and then we had time to mix it, and he mixed it and mastered it, and when he was done, he played it for me, and I could not believe my ears that he made it sound like a billion times better. And I just was like, he's truly the GOAT of the week. I was just like, my God, he's so good at what he does. If you have any music, you should have Chase produce it.
Heck yeah.
That's wonderful. I love that.
That's great.
My GOAT of all time is Harry Styles.
I was wondering when it was going to happen.
This is at my office. But I guess the biggest news here, I'd say the GOAT of the week is, this is something that Val kind of knows, but no one else would really know. But I am currently under contract to buy my very first condo in Chicago.
Yes!
Wow.
Huge.
Wow.
This was a big week because my attorney review closed.
Let's go.
Now I just have to review the HOA.
Yeah.
And And then I've officially closed April 12th. So
Congratulations.
I'm very excited. This is gonna be me plugging my my TikTok account, but for my roommate Ryan. So if anyone follows my roommate Ryan, he will no longer be my roommate.
No.
Oh my god.
They say it's better to have lived in lost.
Bye.
Or whatever
It
it
so much
is.
joy to watch their
Too bad, so
parties.
sad. Could have bought your own place. Sorry,
You know.
Ryan.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. But the thing about me and my roommate Ryan is we will only be living 2 blocks away from each other.
My neighbor Ryan was
There it
born.
is.
I take it back.
My ex-roommate, now neighbor Ryan. So that has been on top of mind for the last few weeks, but with my attorney review closing, that was like the big news of the week for sure.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's a goat.
Mm.
All them is goats. A lot of goats in here.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and say the biggest goat of them all is Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if you all watch.
What season are we even on?
Are you caught up?
I am caught up.
What
I think
season is this?
16?
16 or 17.
Something like that, yeah.
17, I think.
And the episode before this last one, I said out loud, I also had an edible, so things were really intense.
Another goat.
Another goat. Big up to edibles and to weed.
Shout out.
The real goat. And out loud, I was like, this is why I love this show. Such unnecessary intenseness. And I was like, this is why I'll continue to be a fan and I will preach the gospel of Grey's Anatomy.
You said that out loud. Was anyone else in the room?
Nobody was in the room but my stuffed animals, and they all shook their heads.
Oh.
And that's scientifically, that's true. Grey's Anatomy is the goat.
Yeah.
That's
It
true.
is.
It truly is. Nothing can compare. Nothing. What else has been on for 17 seasons?
Law and Order.
Right.
Survivor.
Supernatural.
60
The
minutes.
Simpsons.
MTV's The Challenge.
There you go.
Okay.
You know what?
There you go.
I was in. I got out. I'm back in.
Yeah, you gotta be back in.
I'm
Justin.
back
You gotta
in.
be back in.
Is Johnny
I'm like
Banana still
CT.
there?
I'm back
He's
in,
coming
baby.
back, Devin.
I love Johnny Bananas, and I know I should be arrested for that.
You should be.
I
Bananas
need
coming
to be
back too.
arrested.
Now you
He's coming
should.
back for
If
season
this had
38,
been
so
like
he
4
says.
months ago, you
It's
wouldn't
the
have been
rumor.
arrested, but now you
Now you have to.
I need to be arrested. I can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Trent doesn't believe the Johnny Bananas rumor, even though Johnny himself said that he's coming back. So I don't
No,
know.
I mean,
no,
people
that's
say
not what I
things.
said.
People say things.
I said I'm doubtful. He said it on a podcast that I listened to.
His podcast.
And-
Just
yeah,
he said on his own podcast.
Oh, well.
But he's for the last 3 episodes, he's been like, maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't, I don't know. And with each guest, he's like, maybe I will come back. And then they push back production for the start of season 38. And as I said to Nia, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that he goes on 38. I think they want a lot of vets back for season 40, but it could make sense for vets to come back for 38 and 39 to get their sea legs back under them.
Wow.
And then get
season
ready for Big 40.
Yeah, because their views
Exactly.
went way down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it because of Paramount Plus, who also is celebrating a birthday today?
Wow.
I get a lot of ads sent to me,
Oh, we
guys.
gotta go
Sure,
watch the
Paramount
challenge
Plus's
all-stars.
birthday.
So-
Not as good as the Trident Network, but they all right.
Yeah.
Worst interface I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's really not
You're
great.
not wrong, Justin. You are not
Worst
wrong.
That's
interface in
really
the
not
game,
great.
and that's worse than Peacock, and that's saying
Yo,
something.
Peacock's bad.
Yeah.
But it
I
has
agree.
all of
I
Murder, She
agree.
Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote is the GOAT.
That's what I should have said. Man.
Murder, She Wrote is everything.
Thank you
Or
all
like
for
Angela
approving
Goat's
this
page.
segment. I was worried. I was like, is this
Oh.
going to work?
It works.
Oh,
It worked.
It works.
Did everyone say a goat?
Yeah.
Matt.
I didn't.
Man.
I also didn't.
Angela Lansbury is definitely up there. And just because Harry Styles was brought up, I will say my goat is Sudeikis. So in the war for Olivia
Ooh.
Wilde's part,
Oh,
I'm Team Sudeikis.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm thrown down in this way. It's
boy.
insane.
It's about to get physical. It's going to be
we
some
see
furniture
Allie
moving.
pop up. We're mad.
Don't you ever say that to me ever
Oh my
again.
God. Oh my
Don't
God.
you ever do that to me ever again. Holy
But
crap.
I mean,
So
if we don't go
rude.
through this, we
So-
don't get Ted Lasso, right?
That's true.
Like we
Right,
have to
that's
have
true.
one.
Yeah.
Like so, I guess for the greater good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of competition,
she loves men with great hair.
That is true.
Speaking of competition, we like a good tourney around here.
Yeah, we do.
And I think the Tournament Podcast has brought a little tourney for us today.
What?
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
Just for
Looking
us?
at the bracket right now.
Just for us?
We're doing a mini tourney.
We're gonna do a mini tourney, and these people here are the voters.
Oh, I can see all the voters? I will know them?
So Justin, you get to personally
this is actually
identify
perfect.
who you can be mad at.
Good.
This is actually perfect because there are 7 of you. So
there's going to be a tie.
We won't have
break.
any ties.
But Justin, that means you also are the voters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotta
Oh,
teach
boy.
yourself.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the metaverse.
Do I have approval to eat something while I'm on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Munch away, Al.
No,
It's like it's not ours, is it?
you do not have approval.
Since we are here celebrating Paramount Plus's birthday, we decided
That's what brought us all together.
that this special mini tourney would be which month is the best month to have a birthday in.
Ooh.
It's gonna be tough. Okay,
It is going to be tough.
here's how
I
we
gotta see
go.
this
The
bracket.
left side of the bracket, we have the cold region. We're going to first start off with a 3-way dance in winter, December versus January versus February. That will play the winner of the fall region, which is September versus October versus November. The right side of the bracket is the warm region. The top half is the spring, March, April, May, and that winner will play the winner of the summer, which is June, July, August. So do we want to briefly talk through this, Nia? What do you think?
Yeah,
Or just
I mean, I just have like very quick thoughts.
Great, go ahead.
Which is how we usually do our podcast. We have done a best month bracket, and I'll tell you that the finals were October versus June, and October won.
Oof. Controversial.
That's
very controversial.
I liked that.
I mean, it's my
agreed
birthday
when
is,
it was
I
like
agree
that.
with that. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay.
Y'all biased.
I'm happy for you.
Take your ass to the polls.
I think I voted in that final for October. So
That's that's probably true. So I think for me, looking at this bracket, it's easier to pick like, oh, I wouldn't want a birthday then, rather than like, oh, I wish my birthday were here. But personally, I think that any birthday, well, it depends, because I feel like when you're a kid, you don't want a birthday in the summer, but my birthday's in November, and I kind of wish mine was in the summer now that I'm an adult, because you could like do something fun in the sun. But I guess
Everyone's out of town.
That's true.
everyone
Everyone's
could be out of town. That's fair.
And you develop a psychosis around it.
Right, because like, you can't
It's close
celebrate
enough
with your
to school.
classmates.
Yeah.
Right. I
Starting
get
again.
that. I get that. I like my birthday in November, but I will say that with the erasure of Thanksgiving lately, it's been tough because Christmas starts right after Halloween, and
Yep.
I feel left out. I do.
It literally
I
starts
do.
November 1.
Trent, do you have any thoughts on this?
My birthday's in April, and I feel like that's generally a pretty good time, just because like there's not really any major holidays around it, and it's also during the school year. If you're in high school still or whatever, and you want to guarantee your friends are around, and as an adult, April is still like it can be bad weather, but it can also be good weather. So
Just neutral.
there's some good The baseball season's starting. I can go watch a baseball game.
Not
the
now.
basketball season.
Not this year.
Not this year, buddy.
Well, yeah.
As he wears his San Francisco Giants t-shirt, I see.
Yeah, put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, you coward.
Yeah. Put all the steroid boys in.
speaking of goats,
Yeah, I agree.
Truly. Okay.
Okay. So are we ready to do this, Nia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So here's what
go
what
ahead.
we'll
This is
do.
exciting.
I'll ask each person, and if you would like to, you can give a brief reasoning as to why you are picking the one you're picking. So the first round is going to be, you need to pick one of December, January, February, which month you would like your birthday to fall in of those 3. Devin, we will start with you.
You said what? January, February, March?
December, January, February.
He just made up his own month.
Making up his own bracket. Like, what?
You said what? March, March, October, July. Thursday. So absolutely no birthdays and Christmas because you only get one present.
Exactly.
Because people are cheap.
Big agree.
That's an easy.
Also, not a fan of birthdays in January because like people are on their best behavior. They're like eating healthy. They're watching their money because they just spent it all.
They're not
so you get nothing. I am gift motivated, as we can see. So I'm going to say February because yes, you could run into Valentine's Day, but like who stands Valentine's Day?
Correct.
So like I'm going to say February. I also don't know if you're into astrology. I don't know what that means or what kind of person you become if you're born in February. But I'm going to go February.
All right, let's go to Al. Al, what do you think?
I'm voting February for all of the same reasons.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Laura?
February, same.
Whoa.
Wow. Matt?
Yeah, flawless logic
Whoa.
from Devin.
Here we go.
The Zoom people.
I'm looking at Justin's
February.
face and I feel like he's going to disagree.
Uh-oh.
Val, what do you got?
I am also on the February train.
Wow. Felicia?
Oh, choo-choo, February.
Okay, Justin, do you want to dissent or do you want to join the flock?
Come on now. You got to be born in Black History Month. February.
A sweep.
Yeah, honestly, Devin, I think the way you laid that out, that was a great argument.
And
don't let me lead the next one.
Also, I would like to point out, this is proof that Trent and Nia do not vote.
Yeah, because we never get it right. We've never predicted one thing right ever.
I can't wait to hear what you guys think
People are
is
always
going
like,
to
do
win.
you vote? You do not.
No, we
I
don't.
guess we did not predict Nia. We did not predict what we thought this one would be, but
Yeah, I think
after
May's going to
hearing
win.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll keep my lips sealed.
I picked it out of the air. I don't know.
Okay, the fall. The 3 months we are choosing between are September, October, and November. The 3 fall months, autumn, if you're nasty, maybe, I don't know. Let's, Val, we'll start with you. September, October, November.
Okay.
Which month would you prefer to have a birthday in?
Okay, well, I am biased because my birthday is in October. But
Sure.
I would vote October, I think, anyway, because September, you are competing with Labor Day, which is a lot of people are going to their lake houses, or as adults, a lot of people are getting married. I got married on Labor Day weekend. And
Congrats to you and Michael.
thank you. You have to, years ago, you have to, like you can't have a party like for your birthday if people are all at their lake houses and at weddings. So, and then September is also like the beginning of school, which is like not a super fun time. October is like you're coasting, like, the weather's still okay usually here in Chicago. And you got Halloween, which is always super fun. November, you're competing a little bit with the holidays. And
Can attest.
And the weather is starting to turn a bit. So yeah, I'm an October gal.
Okay. Felicia, what are we thinking?
My birthday is in October as well.
Unbelievable.
I love, people are just ready to party in October. There's Halloween. People are good to go. I think that's the answer.
Okay, 2 for October. Justin?
I'm going to say September.
Ooh.
Here is why. October is controlled literally from October 1 to 31 on Halloween. If you're throwing a party that day in that month, it's a Halloween party by proxy. Yeah. And if that's not your jam, I'm not saying that's me, but that could really throw you off. I would say Labor Day. I see that argument, but that's just the first weekend. You could all those, and Earth, Wind, and Fire wrote a song called September, Not October.
They absolutely did.
And find a better song about a month. I dare you.
Yeah.
My vote is September.
Wow. I was getting ready to talk shit, but then that was a very good answer.
I mean, you got to save the best one for last. I had to say
that last bullet point was.
Okay, we got 2 for October, 1 for September, none for November. So this one is still wide open. Matt, what do you got?
So at first I was leaning October, but hold on. That argument held a lot of weight with me because I am having a very vivid memory now. I was at a party and some people came dressed in costumes. And I was like, oh, why are you dressed? And they're like, it's a Halloween party, right? And I was like, no, This is Felicia's birthday party. Like 7 years ago, Felicia's birthday party in costume. And it became kind of a Halloween thing. So yeah, I'm sold. I'll take September.
Wow. Okay. 2 and 2. Let's go.
2-2. Laura, what are we thinking?
I mean, I love a theme party, and everyone, no matter what theme you chose in October, people would dress up for that theme. And it's very hard to get adults to dress up. So I'm going to say October. And also, Green Day wrote a song called When September Ends. And When September Ends is October. So.
Still about September, though.
Allie, what are we thinking?
September, final answer.
Am I the tiebreaker?
Yes,
Devin,
you are.
You are the tiebreaker.
Oh my God.
Really blow our minds and say
November.
Really blow our minds and do that.
Absolute chaos. Just absolute. Like, I love Thanksgiving. It's gotta be November. Okay, so Matt's point really rings true to me because I literally our improv troupe is named My Son Daniel. We have 9 people. We're never all together. The only picture we have of us all was at a birthday party in October where I thought it was a costume party.
Oh.
And I was coming from a show in full drag as the Wicked Witch of the West. And I was literally not only the only person, but in full drag, the only person at the party. So the only picture we have is all of us looking cute with me as a fucking witch in the background.
Yes!
The only picture we have of us. However, having said that, I'm a fucking spooky ass bitch till the day I die, and I choose October.
Yes! I was with you, Justin.
We were close, team. We were close.
I gotta say, I felt exactly the same as Matt. Justin's argument swayed me to a September pick.
Too bad.
The sun's
Too bad
out
you don't
later
vote.
in September.
That too.
Yeah, I don't vote. Okay, we move to the spring. The 3 months we are deciding between are the months of March, April, and May. Which of these months is the best month to have a birthday in? We will start with you, Matt.
Oh, good, because this is the one that I have the least opinion on. You got your St. Patrick's Day. You got your Easter. And you got your Memorial Day. Probably those are the only holidays, unless I'm missing something.
April Fool's Day.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, Cinco de Mayo on April Fool's Day. Yeah. May. I remember as a kid, I had some friends who had some May birthdays that were pretty nice because it was like starting to get warm. So I'm from Boston, which it's like Chicago. March and April can be kind of hit or miss. I remember my brother has an April birthday. And there was one year where it snowed on April Fool's Day.
Wow.
So I guess I'll go with May.
Wow. Okay.
Did I just lose someone?
We might have lost Laura.
We lost someone. Hold on.
Oh, she's
they're back.
You didn't lose me. You didn't lose me. My dog is very angry that we're having this party without him.
I gotta fix the visual. 1 second.
I threw everything up. I'm sorry. So you'll see me let my dog in. Get ready.
Who let the dog in? Who let the dog in? Laura did.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
We're good, Val?
Yep.
Hello, dog.
Okay. Okay. So one vote for May. Laura, let's go to you. March, April, May. What do we think?
I'm going to say May because Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, was when my dog was born.
Aww. Happy birthday, dog.
Justin, what do you think?
People would probably think I would vote March because I was born in it, but March is trash. I'm gonna just let you know, March trash month. I was due much later, but I would say May because April. What is April? What is April really?
When you think about it.
When you
think
really
about
truly
it. I think May, it's just the right amount of heat where nobody's overwhelmed by it. You get a nice little block of time. We're still burning those Justin Timberlake memes up. Like, let's go May. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Allie?
May.
Great. Evan?
I think I'm going to go May too. I think I've been convinced.
Wow. Felicia?
I thought long and hard about this. May. Just kidding. I just thought about it now.
I was like,
Val, it's 6-0 May, but you know, you can throw your vote anywhere.
The Trident Network birthday is in March.
Wow.
So I am legally obligated to choose March.
Everyone messed up. This was a test.
Yeah.
Tournament over.
Guys, we're in trouble. We're in so
All
trouble.
of your podcasts have been canceled. Sorry.
Done.
Oh, no.
Okay, finally, the summer region. The 3 months are June, July, and August. Which month would you most like to have your birthday in? Of those months, Felicia, we will start with you.
Oh, my little heart sank. Okay, everyone, close your eyes and really think about this. Okay. June and July, so hot. People are going on vacation or going places. And also some people are upset because their apartments are too hot or their house or condo. Shout out to you, Al.
Thank you so much.
But in August, things start to wind down a little bit. You can still eat like ice cream and popsicles and it's not melting on you, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and go with August.
Wow. A very convincing argument to start. Let's see if it swayed anybody. Devin, how are we feeling?
My birthday's in June.
Oh, okay.
And that shit is awful.
Wow.
That shit is the fucking worst. And it's the first week of June.
Oh.
And it's awful for two reasons, because everybody is out, like nobody ever goes to your birthday party ever. And then two, you're a Gemini, and then you have to, for the rest of your life, people go, oh, you're a Gemini. Oh, that means you're crazy. So nobody needs that. July has the 4th of July. And August, it seems like, I don't know. August just seems like that bitch. You know what I mean? Like August is it. I don't know why. It just feel like the way when I close my eyes, like the colors I see and like the feeling I get, I'm going August.
Okay.
We should have had you
2
go first.
for August. Val?
I'm passionate about my months.
So I was a summer camp gal. I went to overnight camp every summer. And all I think about when I think of August is the end of camp. Yeah. And July is sort of just like, you know, a nice time at camp, but hot and, you know, 4th of July is fun, but that's it. June is when you get to go to camp. Wow. It's when camp starts. And I will say that the people who had their birthdays at camp got to get a call from home, which like you weren't allowed to call your parents all summer long if you didn't have a birthday. Wow. So they were the coolest because like there'd be an announcement at lunch like, can Jamie Smith please report to the office? Your mom's on the phone. And everyone's like, yeah, go talk to your mom.
That's sweet.
So yeah, I'm going to pick June.
Love it.
That's beautiful.
1 June,
Laura?
2 August.
My birthday's in August. And it means you're a Leo. So for those of you who don't know, Leo is that bitch.
We know. They won't stop telling us.
Yeah. They won't, and I won't either. And all your friends come back. So that's usually like, especially through the end of August, like everyone's about to go back to school. So you get to catch up about what happened during the summer, but it's still hot enough you can have a pool party. August, 100%.
Wow.
Okay.
Matt, what are we thinking?
Well, so I'm a fellow that bitch. Here's what I'll say about August. As a kid, I did not like the whole birthday in the summer thing in elementary school because we didn't get cupcakes. I know some schools, like the first day of school, they did cupcakes for everyone who had the summer birthdays.
What school is this?
I don't know. Spoiled people. I didn't know. So I always hated everyone who was born for 9 months out of the year. But as an adult, I will say it's nice to have it in the summer. There's been some interesting arguments about June and July. The most interesting being that the 4th of July is trash.
So sorry.
Somebody had to say it.
So, and here's the thing. The other thing about Leos, we got they're very creative people tend to be Leos. Okay. So like Lucille Ball, we got like Louis Armstrong, Barack Obama.
Wow.
I think
Mae West.
Mae West. There you go. There's a lot of, so I'm going to say August. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, August advances, but we still want to hear from Allie and Justin. Allie?
I would not like to vote.
That's actually
Wow.
You know what? I love all these months, so can I vote for all of them? I love Allie knows I love that heat. If it's hot
I hate
outside, we're
summer.
living it up, baby. We're on boats. We're drinking outside. We're at the beach.
If this was the document, I would skip over it.
Yep.
And I've done that before with ones where I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And you know what? That is completely legal. So
Thank you.
our final
Completely
four.
legal.
Our final four will be the cold region, February versus October, and the warm region, May versus August.
Ooh,
here we go.
That's a banger.
We are choosing between February and October. February and October are your two choices. Matt, let's start with you.
October.
Wow. Okay, here we go. This is going to be an interesting one. If you'll recall, February did win 7-0. October won 4-3. So two polar opposites. What are we gonna do? Laura.
February.
Wow.
Okay.
Devin.
October, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Devin.
Justin Swinson.
I'm so torn.
Oh,
I'm going to say October, though, because it's a little bit warmer in October than it is February.
Allie Ring.
October.
That seals it, but still, we got to hear it. Felicia.
October.
Val.
October.
Okay, from the two people.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we
October,
knew where they
didn't
were
need to
going.
hear. We did not need to hear.
Spooky season.
Okay, May versus August.
Ooh.
Tough.
Justin, let's start with you. May and August.
I love them both. I'm a go May because people are still in town.
Yeah, fair reasoning. Val Agnew, our fearless leader.
Whew, I'm torn too. I'm gonna go May.
May 2-0. Felicia.
Okay, I'm gonna go August.
Ooh,
Ooh, here we go.
it's tough.
Okay.
It's hard.
Heating up.
2-1. Devin. Look,
A lot of my really close friends are born in May, like an unjustifiable amount of them. But my husband and my sister are born in August. And I have to go August.
Wow.
I have to go August.
2-2. 2-2. Laura, what are we thinking?
August.
August. Not even a question. Matt, you want to tie this up?
This is so intense right now. My heart is literally beating right now.
We hope so.
Make the right choice.
I never leave any of them blank on the document, but sometimes when it's a really hard one, I will skip over it and come back to it. And this is the one that I would have skipped over and come back to.
Interesting.
Because this is hard. Again,
Okay.
I am an August person. Can I skip ahead and then
Let's
and
skip
if Allie
because I'm
decides
pretty
it,
sure
then
I
don't
know
have
where
to decide?
Allie's
Yeah, I was going to say, Allie's going to make it even harder for you.
It's gonna be May.
Hey. Don't go quietly into that night, May.
Wow, you ready?
It's down to you, Matt. May or August?
This is wow. I mean, it's literally like it's like my birthday month, or probably what I think would be the other best birthday month that is not mine. But with the opportunity to advance my own birthday month to the final.
Look at these Leos.
You know what? Yeah, screw you. Leo's all the way.
These Leos being Leos. We should have known.
Typical
Leos
Leo.
being Leos.
Matt Sadler confirming he is indeed that bitch.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this gives us a final of October versus August.
Oh my
October
Wow.
versus August. Which month is the best month to have a birthday in? Raise your hand. Who has the August birthdays? Matt, Laura. Okay, and there were at least 2 October, right? Val and Felicia.
Ooh, Civil War out here.
Okay, let's start with those birthdays then. Laura, you go first. August or October?
August.
Okay, she's
Good wait.
Val.
October.
Okay, not a lot of suspense yet. Matt.
May. No, sorry. It's too late. Yeah, I feel like I'm committed to the August at this point. Yeah.
Felicia.
October.
Okay, here we go.
So it's 2-2. So it'll come down to the votes of Devin, Allie, and Justin.
Wow.
Devin, we'll start with you.
Oh God. I don't know why. Okay, like I said, I love spooky shit, but my husband and my sister were born in August.
Wow.
Wow.
But I'll see those bastards in hell. I have to vote for October.
Yeah.
I am a
On
witch.
the record.
I want to do spooky shit.
Oh my God.
I want to wear
Devin.
wigs. I want to wear a
Justin.
scarf.
Justin.
I'm just. You can't get on no boat in October. My boat is for August.
Whoa.
You know the
Votes for August.
Oh wait, I can't
3-3,
believe I'm
man.
joining the August side after all the shit I talked.
3-3, and I think we know where Allie's vote is gonna go. But just for posterity's sake, Allie Ring, October or August, which month would you rather have a birthday in?
October. Yay! Yay! Wow! Yes.
I'm once again
Unbelievable.
mad at the
Well,
voters.
October wins our best month bracket and our best month to have a birthday in bracket. So
Once again, the
Yes,
voters
it
got
is.
it wrong.
The
Once
best month.
again,
unreal.
it's only fitting.
Price of
The voters
democracy.
get it wrong.
I know.
Once again, I beat Justin Swinson.
You know what? Get down here because we're gonna fight after this megapod.
That was fun.
That was amazing.
so
That was
good.
very fun.
That was a monster mash.
Devin, would you like to surprise everyone with your segment?
Oh,
I absolutely do. So, as many of you know, we have a time-honored tradition on Disney Adult of asking our guests to recast one character from a movie with either Rosie O'Donnell or Danny DeVito.
Yes.
So today,
Thank God.
I would like to evolve the tradition into a game. One by one, I will choose a person and I will read a random movie quote. And you will decide through deliberation, you could talk it out, whether or not it is a Rosie or a Danny quote.
Love this.
And extra oohs and ahs for if you know the character or what movie it's from.
ooh,
Wow.
okay,
Devin,
okay.
all of these are from movies. They're not real life Danny or Rosie quotes.
No. They're not real life Danny or Rosie quotes, and they're also not things I would assume they'd say. They're real quotes from real movies that they were in, and movies, not TV shows.
Not TV.
Got
So
it.
taxis
Got
off.
it.
TV shows.
So yeah, Always Sunny is off, and the Rosie and Elizabeth fight from The View is off the table.
Got it. Thank God. Thank God.
The only
So
thing
I
she's
did
ever
think
done on
about
TV.
reading that entire thing. But it was 15 minutes long. All right, so I'm going to start with Justin.
Oh boy.
All right, Justin, your quote is, "Why is there always someone who brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech?"
Ooh, this is tricky.
Oh.
I feel like I'm
The way I
thinking
feel
of
like, yep.
two possible movies in my head, and I don't. Oh God, I'm gonna just. This is something Rosie said.
Is that your final answer?
Lock me in.
All right. Unfortunately, it was Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns.
I was like, this is either Batman Returns or Harriet the Spy, and I just don't know which one. Damn.
All right, I'm deleting that quote. All right. Next, we are going to Laura. Laura, are you ready?
I am, but I knew the last one, so I don't think I'll know this one.
Okay.
All right.
You were a big fish in a small pond, but this here is the ocean and you're drowning. Take my advice and go back to Puddleville.
Oof. Damn. Once again, could be Batman Returns or Harriet the Spy. Could be either one.
Two sides of the same coin.
Is it Rosie, League of Their Own?
Ooh, great guess. But unfortunately, it is Danny DeVito as Almost Calloway in Big Fish.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was League of Their Own too. I was totally on the same page.
Wow.
So we are, as a group, 0 for 2.
Okay.
Right. Let's go to Felicia.
Oh, God.
All right. Your quote is, "You think there are men in this country who ain't seen your bosoms."
This one I know for sure.
Okay. Obviously, I know. So I'm going to double down. I'm going to say Danny DeVito, final answer.
Oh, unfortunately, it is Rosie O'Donnell as Doris Murphy in A League of Their Own.
Y'all just got done talking about
that one.
I watched that movie this week, and I should have mentioned it in my GOAT earlier. That's a great movie.
It may be the best sports movie ever.
Quick plug, Pop Culture Period Pieces episode that came out yesterday was on A League of Their Own.
It was.
I gotta check that out.
Gotta check it out.
What? It's been so long since I've watched it that when I pulled that quote, I was like, I don't know if that's a quote people will remember, but also I did it.
Have we gotten one?
Nope.
No.
Damn.
No,
We've got none. All right. Al, are you ready?
No.
Okay. Your quote is, "I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little.
This one.
I'm right, you're wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it."
Okay.
Oh,
This one I
I
think I
love that everyone except for me knows that this is from. And
Not me, Allie.
I'm gonna say Rosie O'Donnell.
And you would be dead wrong.
Because I saw Nia shake her head, and then I was like, yeah.
It is Matilda.
Matilda.
Does anybody?
I hate that movie. I've never seen it since I was a kid because it's one of those horror.
That's
like
fair.
had nightmares from it.
There are very scary things in Matilda.
Fair.
It's completely reasonable.
The chokey sticks with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the cake and the and the
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Okay.
It's
like
a jarring film.
Uncanny Valley or something. It's like really bizarro sometimes.
Does anybody know, for extra oohs and ahs, the name of Danny DeVito's character in that movie?
Oh, crap.
Mr. Wormwood.
Harry Wormwood.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Impressive.
All right. We're gonna go to Nia.
Okay, the only movie I've seen either of them in is Matilda, so I will get this wrong.
All right. I'm picking them on the fly. Okay, so your quote is 2 words. "I am retired," and that's the full quote. The full quote is, quote, 2 words. "I am retired," end quote.
I don't know it, Trent.
What movie do I love?
Talk it out. What could it be?
What
What could it
movie
be?
does Trent love?
That might be featured on Devin's podcast sometime.
No cheating. No cheating.
That honestly, it doesn't help. Still, I just feel like Trent wouldn't love any movies with Rosie O'Donnell, so I'm gonna say Danny DeVito.
It is absolutely Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We already were. It was on Devin's podcast.
It was me and Val.
Yeah, Al and I were the guests.
Do you want to enlighten our audience as to what movie it was and who the character is?
Yes, me or Nia?
Anybody who's interested.
Well, Trent already showed that it was Hercules.
Okay.
Hercules. He plays Philatides.
Philatides.
Bless
Philatides
my soul,
is correct.
Hercules.
was on a roll,
person of the week in every Greek opinion bowl.
This is Al's
It's
favorite
so good.
movie.
It's so
An
good.
absolute classic.
So good.
An absolute classic. All right. We're going to go to Val. All right, Val. Your quote is, quote, "Hey, Auntie K, you look remarkably groomed today."
God, I have absolutely no idea, but I think we've been alternating, so I'm just gonna go Rosie.
It feels rosy.
And I have been found out. It is Rosie.
We got one.
Your sneaky
That's two,
system.
right?
That's two.
Two.
We got
That's
two.
two.
We got
That's
two.
two.
You know,
What
I
is
can't
that
count.
from?
Ooh.
What is that?
Does anybody have any guesses before I reveal it?
You said it was Rosie?
Yeah.
It is Rosie
Say the
O'Donnell.
line again.
Hey, Auntie K, you're looking remarkably groomed today.
Oh,
Tarzan.
that's Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan.
Turk and Tarzan.
She is in that
Come on.
movie. I had erased it.
I
That's a
forgot
good
she
movie.
was
It is a
Turk
good
too.
movie.
All right. So we are down to Trent and Matt, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Which of you lovely gentlemen would like to go first?
Well, I'm screwed either way because I was hoping for Hercules or Batman. So,
And I was hoping for a league of their own. So we're
It's perfect.
We'll go with Matt. And your quote is, quote, "Yeah, well, I want to sing opera, but I can't, so I don't." End quote.
Okay, I'm going to say that this is Rosie O'Donnell in Sleepless in Seattle.
Wow.
Ooh, so specific.
You are correct. It is Rosie
But
O'Donnell.
it's not the movie.
It is not. Does anybody have any guesses?
It definitely sounds like something she would say.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Doesn't it? Why is her voice so strong?
I can hear.
all of her
I
quotes
want
are
to
like
sing
she wrote
opera,
them.
but I can hear her.
Is it
It is
Harriet
Rosie
the
O'Donnell.
Spy?
It absolutely is Harry.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Spy.
Yeah.
I felt it in my soul.
All right. We have two more. We have one for Trent, and then we have one for the group. Trent, quote, "That was the deal we made last night. You told me that you hated your wife. You wish she was dead. I told you I hated my mama. I told you I wish she was dead. You told me you'd seen a Hitchcock film about swapping murderers. I figured I'd kill your wife and you'd kill my mama. That's fair."
What?
That's a bar. I think I know this
What
one.
movie is from? Or what?
The movie he's talking about is Strangers on a Train. I know that. I don't know what movie the actual quote is from.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'll say Danny DeVito said that one.
It's absolutely Danny
Good
DeVito
job.
as Owen from Throw Mama from the Train.
Yes.
What? I've never even heard of that movie.
It's
Never
Oh
heard
my
of it.
God, Val. It's
a classic.
That
Wow.
for some
That's what
reason
the
that used to
movie's
come on
about.
Fox in the 90s
That's
all
the
the
plot
time.
of the movie.
Throwing Mama from a
The
train.
what
Yeah.
he described. The quote.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that'll work. All right.
Strangers on a Train, the Hitchcock movie then?
I think they reference it. It's been so
him
long
and
since I've seen
somebody
it. But
else. Like
It's gotta
it's
be.
him and
Ray
Billy
Kinnear.
Crystal,
Oh.
I think.
yeah, it's like it's some other guy.
Yeah.
All right, how do we do?
I have not been keeping score.
I think we're at 3.
Yeah, I
There's
think
one
we got
more. You said
three.
there's one more?
There's one more, and this is for the group, and this is just for fun. So feel free to debate. The quote is, "I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go to the bank and cash this stupid check."
That's got to be Rosie.
It's gotta be Rosie.
Now to me that sounds like Mr. Wormwood from Matilda.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Can I hear
They
it
both
one
have
more
the
time?
Same energy.
Yes, you absolutely can hear it one more time. "I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go to the bank and cash a stupid check."
Ooh.
I was gonna say something really stupid. I think it's Rosie O'Donnell.
I think it's Rosie too.
I'll go with y'all, but I will clown y'all if you were wrong.
Is Rosie our final answer?
Yeah.
It was a trick question. It was Whoopi Goldberg in the movie Ghost. Because if we're talking about a holy trinity, it's Danny DeVito, Rosie O'Donnell, and Whoopi Goldberg.
This is true.
I literally was like, this is a movie I just recently saw for the first time, and I just watched that for the first time.
Oh.
And I remember she says it when she's like on the steps or something. I don't know.
Chaos.
Gee, Cassius,
Pure chaos.
Wow.
That was not.
That was
right.
amazing.
That was
Devin.
great.
Thank you.
That was great. That was very good.
All right.
Boom.
Al, I think it's our turn.
It's our turn. And by our turn, it's my turn because Val never gets to know what the game is.
Yay.
I'm so excited for
All right. Welcome to Birthday Bash Baffled Bonanza. All right, we have 8 players today. I have 8 squares. Everyone will pick a number and they will be asked a question. It might be a task, or it might be a trivia question, or there's a secret dead space. So if you get your thing correct, or if you do your thing correct, then you get to go to the final round where there is a final task. All right. So does anyone want to volunteer to go first?
I'll do it.
Oh, Justin, go.
All right, Justin Swinson. Justin Swinson, I need you to pick a number 1 through 8.
3.
Number 3. You get a point if you show me on the Zoom a Trident or your podcast merch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, Val, come over here.
Ow. Hold on.
It's okay. I can see it. All right. Justin gets a point. He found it.
See you in the finals, chumps.
All right. Number 3. It's gone. All right. Did someone else say they wanted to go first and then Justin talked over them?
I was just going to volunteer.
me.
I was going to. Oh, there were plenty of people. Laura, go. I'll go last.
7.
All right. All right, Laura. What number? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7.
Number 7. Do you have a piece of paper?
Yes.
All right. Is your pen ready to go?
Now it is.
All right. I need you to close your eyes and draw the Trident logo with your eyes closed.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's tricky.
Oh.
Wow.
All right. Laura's in the final.
That was pretty good.
That was really
That
good.
was really good. All right. Val, you've been trying to go. Val, what number do you want?
Let's go. It was 9 and up. No, 8's up to 8. 2.
Number 2. Because it's Trident's first birthday, how many minutes are there in 1 year?
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Come on, Val.
525,600 minutes.
Great.
Great.
Val is in the finals.
Oh my God, that went right over.
Yeah, me too. I'm over here trying to like do math. And shit. I'm
I was
what
like
the
60 times
minutes
12.
into an hour. How long is a mile?
6 people got on the bus.
I'm sure the chat is like, really?
The horse's name is Friday. All right, Felicia, I'm calling on you to go next. There's number 1, 4, 5, 6, 8.
I'll do 5.
Number 5. In what animated movie do they celebrate unbirthdays?
Unbirthdays?
Unbirthdays.
Like Unlearning, which you can listen to right here. On the
Well done.
I'll give you a clue if you want it.
Yes, please.
A very merry unbirthday to you, to me. A very merry unbirthday to me.
Can I ask the audience?
This
No.
movie might be on Devin's podcast.
I don't know.
Throw one out.
See y'all at
Throw
the
out
final.
any movie that might be on Devin's podcast.
Can I give Felicia one more hint?
Sure.
It's a movie where they might all be mad there.
I don't think. No.
Is it the one where she shrinks herself?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I need a name. Yes, and the name of that movie where she shrinks herself, and there's the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
Get there, Felicia.
And that movie
Completely unrelated. My grandma's name is Alice.
Alice in Wonderland.
We did it, Joe.
Thank you.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
The final. Wow. Felicia, I'm giving you homework. It's to go home and watch the movie.
Talk about childhood
Take an
trauma.
edible.
I would take edible.
Yeah, take an edible.
You gotta take an edible if you watch that.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, I'm calling on you next. We have 1, 4, 6, 8.
I'm gonna do 6.
Number 6, I need you to name 3 DComs.
Ooh.
Okay. When I do drag, I perform under the name Zetus Lapidus, which is what in Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, they say instead of saying, "Oh my God." I'm going to also talk about the luck of the Irish because we brought that up earlier today.
Very smart.
And for my final one,
So good.
I'm going to talk about a movie that got a bad review on the D Commentaries podcast, but I think is a national treasure, which is Don't Look Under the Bed.
Oh my God. No, you don't get the point.
And there's a scene from that movie. There's a scene from that movie where that actor who's playing the boogeyman is in a convertible, like zooming to like Boogie Land world. And he has these acrylic nails on that are like 6 inches long and it's blowing in his ear. He's just going,
I really don't want to talk about my nightmares right now, Devin. Thank you so much.
Such a good movie.
All right, we have 3 players left. I'm going to just call on you. Nia, you're next. 1, 4, 8.
I know I'm going to pick the dead square. 8.
I need you to spell Val's last name.
Oh, easy money.
AGNEW.
That is correct.
Yep.
That is correct.
I was like, I'm going to fucking.
No, you don't.
All right, there's 2 squares left. Between Matt and Trent, the first person to say what my middle name starts with gets to choose.
A.
C.
I know.
D.
E.
L.
F.
L.
Mhm.
All right, Matt, 1 or 4?
Well, as was mentioned earlier, the very first podcast on this network was Unlearning, which you can check out. So we'll say number 1.
Number 1. The English word trident comes from a word meaning 3 or try in what language? Portuguese, Latin, or Italian?
I believe it's Latin.
That is correct.
It's always Latin.
So smart.
It's always
Catholic
Latin.
boy from Boston.
So
He
good.
knows
It's always
the
Latin.
I
Latin.
know. Of
They made all the
course he
words.
knows.
Not unlearning, but learning.
Learning.
I'm still
Hey,
trying to
Trent.
figure
You
out how
gotta
many
unlearn
hours
everything.
are in a day.
I'll take
Trent.
square number 4.
That's amazing. That
Hey, pal, you doing okay?
No.
Oh.
Trent, you pick the dead space. You get no points.
Dang.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Trent, you can have
All
my
right.
point.
Well, I honestly truly did not expect almost everyone to make it to the finals. I was expecting like 3 people too, but now everyone has their own paper and pen, right?
No.
Here.
Okay.
Yes.
Val, are you able to like kind of spread between your people?
Yeah. Can they use phones or is paper?
Yeah, phone is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Great.
Hopefully we get to drink.
the notes
So
app.
I need everyone to write the Trident Network on the top of their either phone or piece of paper. Trent, I'll let you play.
Oh, we love a redemption.
Know that if
arc.
he wins, it's not legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asterisk. Put an asterisk on that.
All right, everyone has their top of their paper that says the Trident Network. All right, I am putting 30 seconds on the clock. You have 30 seconds to write as many words as you can with the letters that are in the Trident Network. The person who comes up with
Not
the
a
most
word.
wins.
Question.
Go.
Question.
First, yeah,
Oh,
wait.
fine. What?
Do the Trident and Network count, or do you
Great
want
question.
3 different
Yep.
words?
Good
Or
question.
Go.
words?
Oh, come on. I'm putting it then.
I don't understand the game, but I'll try.
Hey everyone, my name's Al. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to be here with you all to celebrate Trident's first birthday. Me and my friend Val, my pal Val, a gal pal Val, some may say. Some may say that I am gal pal Val's gal pal, and together we make a gal pal Al Val pal gals. And when we first met, we were going to create a really cool thing called Valley Girls, because her name's Val and my name's Allie, and we were going to be Valley Girls. And we were going to wear wigs and talk in Valley Girl accents. And I gave you 10 extra seconds. Stop. Stop.
Real quick before I embarrass myself.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about any word using any of those letters.
Any of those letters. Yep.
Beautiful.
You did it right, girl. I know you did. All right. I gave you 40 seconds. I gave you 40. Oh. This is how I talk on the podcast. So Val's like used to this. All right, let's go. I'm just going to go in the order of my screen here. So Justin, you're first. How many words did you get?
I got 10, homie.
10. Felicia.
16.
What the?
16. Felicia's in the lead. Nia.
6.
All right. Felicia's in the lead. Val.
9. I'm a slow writer.
All right, Felicia, you're still winning. Laura.
6.
6. All right, Devin.
Real quick, is how do you spell wart?
Not within
Wart?
the...
Not. Wait.
It's
Not with an L.
W-A-R-T.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, subtract a word.
No, I mean,
Then I have 4.
we're going to see.
All right, Trent, how many do you have?
87.
No. Trent, let me see your paper. Trent, let me see your paper.
No, I have 10.
Matt, how many do you have?
I have 9.
All right, Felicia, you win.
How did you type that fast?
Let's see, because I did words like T and toe.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, T would have been a good one.
I should have just
T
used
would
like
be
the
it.
auto word thing on my phone. God, I was trying to be like
Yeah.
honest and spell it like an idiot.
Congratulations, Felicia. You win the birthday
Honestly, honestly, it's all of us because I was not going to get Alice in Wonderland
yeah,
by
you
myself.
did cheat.
Ass
Straight up
whoopers.
cheated.
Tainted victory.
But you know what? We did it together.
Yeah.
And that's
You
what
did it,
matters most.
That's it.
All right, thank you. Thank you for joining the D-Commentaries game, everyone.
That was
That was
fun.
great,
That was
Al.
fun.
Thank you.
That's fun.
Welcome.
All right, and for our final segment, we're gonna pass it over to Laura.
Yeah. So the way that Julie and I end our podcast is we talk about what we are looking forward to, and that might be a grand what we're looking forward to. It might be a grocery run trip that we're really excited about, especially if you're Julie. And yeah, so I'm going to go around and see what we're looking forward to in the future, and that can be with your podcast, with Trident Network, or just something that you're excited about right after we're done. So I'm going to pass it to Allie.
Wow, I'm first. I'm gonna go super meta with mine, if that's okay.
We always do, yeah.
Okay, great. So my New Year's resolution this year was to tell myself every day that I am deserving and worthy of love, because for 28 and a half years of my life, I told myself I was not. And so I've kind of been, it was my New Year's resolution. I always pick one big one for the year. I don't pick like, you know, I'm going to eat healthy and then, you know, something like that. Like I pick a big kind of like overarching theme for the year. And so what I did too was I like put it on my phone screen so that every time I look at my phone, I like say it to myself and I think about it. And now that it's March, I've kind of realized that the last 2 months have been really impactful for me. And I see myself in a better light. And I'm excited for the rest of the year to see how I can potentially grow from just a change of mindset.
I love that
That's
so
hell
much.
yeah.
Good job, Allie. Proud of
Wow.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
So good.
Thanks.
I'm going to pass it to Justin. What are you looking forward to?
Oh, geez. That's a real good, you know.
It doesn't have to be that big. It
No,
can be
no,
like-
it won't be. I can promise you that. I can promise you that it won't be. Well, yeah, my birthday's on Sunday, and it's been, I don't know. I always get weird in my head about I don't know what it is, from like February 1 to like March. I'm just, never in the best headspace about it. I feel like, I don't know, getting older is weird. So just trying to, today's been great. And in doing that, and I hope it'll be some momentum to carry me into a concert tomorrow that I'm going to see. I cannot pronounce this band's name. And I swear to God, if one of you know how to say this,
I remember you saying this.
like, they're real great. They're real good. They're playing the Aragon tonight. If you got tickets, I'll see you there. They spell their name KHRUANGBIN. How the fuck do you pronounce that?
Wait, one more time. KHR.
KHRUANGBIN. You know I can't do it because I memorized how to spell it.
Wrong.
I assume it's Krongbin, but I have no idea. I hope they're watching and they can give us an answer. But they're great. But I'm excited for that. And honestly, it'll be a whole new year for me. A new opportunity, a new beginning. Hooray.
Yay.
That's awesome. Devin, what are you looking forward to?
I am I'm currently in Pennsylvania. I've been here for about a week or so, and I'm very excited to get back to Chicago.
Hey.
And not sleep on this couch that I'm currently Zooming from.
It looks comfy.
Yeah, you're in my bedroom.
What's up, Cribs?
Felicia, what are you looking forward to?
Ooh, okay. I feel the same as Al. I finally started going to therapy. And my brother passed away in January of this year, so I feel like I'm looking forward to healing and to be able to talk about him and how much love he brought into my life. And just to make sure I'm taking care of myself and I don't slip into any bad habits because I'm heartbroken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah.
Fee.
Yeah.
That's
Love you.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Trent, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm here at my.
It's Trent's dad. It's fully
Oh, did he
Trent's
come
dad.
in?
He peeked in just real quick.
That was horrifying.
It was very scary.
Trent's
Don't
dad.
be
It's
scared.
Trent's dad.
I looked and I was like, wait, Nia's here.
Yeah, I'm at my freaking parents' house this weekend. As you can see, they're going to a wedding on Sunday that I'm not going to, but I am staying here with our family dog Cyrus, who I love and get to sleep with last night, and I will sleep with him tonight and again Sunday night. So it's very exciting, and I love him. I don't know, he's not around here, but he's great.
Dog cuddles are the best.
Yes.
Nia, what are you looking forward to?
I got a lot of music things I'm looking forward to, like getting done with this album, but I gotta be honest. We got tickets to see Paul McCartney in May, and
Hell yeah.
that is like for me. And then we have Brian Wilson tickets in June, and like obviously, like I love those two people, but like they mean so much to me, and seeing them both in less than a month, I'm gonna be a wreck. So I'm looking forward to both of those experiences.
Yes.
I love that. Matt, what are you looking forward to?
I'm going to be going to 2 weddings this year. 2 of my friends are getting married. One will be in Chicago, which is extra exciting because since I moved to LA, I at first went back to Chicago every year. And then the first time I went a whole year without going back was 2019. And then of course, 2020, so this will be my first time now it's like 4 years since I've been to Chicago.
It's crazy.
So very excited for that. And then also my other buddy's getting married up in the Bay Area. So that'll be cool too.
The Bay, baby.
Yeah, shout out to the Giants.
Go Giants.
I'm really looking forward to, now that we kind of got our groove on Pop Culture Period Piece podcast you can listen to, is that I want to start collaborating with all of you and get you on the show now. So I'm really looking forward to, working with you and seeing you some more. And I want to pass it off to Val. What are you looking forward to?
Well, in the immediate, I am looking forward to eating this pizza that's been sitting in front of me for this entire podcast and running trivia for all of you folks who are going to be playing in a few minutes. But I'm really looking forward to what year 2 of the Trident Network brings. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening with all of you and with any new people who join us, which, by the way, all are welcome. Please, if you have a cool idea or no idea, you just want to get involved, let us know, and you're welcome to join us. We love adding to our family. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what this next year brings for Trident.
Yes.
Well, amazing. Thank you, Laura. And with that, we have done a Megapod.
Nice.
Oh my God.
What a journey.
It was a journey.
A journey called Tourney?
Tourney and. Thank you all so much for being here and participating in this. And thank you everyone who is watching right now. And thank you to anyone who is listening to this in podcast form, because it's going to invade all of our feeds in the next couple days. So thank you. And I'm going to get up because I have to go switch over the stuff. But I'll see you all soon. Everyone stay where you are until I switch it.
And remember, may the thing with the most votes win.
It's October.
Oh yeah, October.
That was wild.
That was intense.
Yeah. Remember when I twerked for October? That was great.
Yeah, the people listening to the podcast are not going to get that.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying, man.
Sometimes you gotta be live.
Let it be stated that Allie twerked for October.
Let the record
Let it be known. Sing it from the mountaintops.